Hello, brothers and sisters from light and dark. Welcome to my live English session in which I talk about common sense and I try to talk about English and I talk about everything under the sun in this group, okay? So when I start these live video feeds for this particular group, okay, which is more superior than many other group because I have personality and they don't. Now, I will talk to you about other eccentric things and different things and abstract things and also neologisms, neologisms, okay, new words and technologies for the year 2020, okay. And when I do these videos, I really want to see how well y'all write. So when I title it this way, let's talk, let's write. Okay. Understand that I'm going to check your English grammar on the bottom, and we will talk about a subject at the same time as I correct your sentence structure, because there's a lot of imbeciles out there. Okay, imbeciles is a fool. Okay, people who just don't have enough common sense or basically just follow the masses. And I know most of you may be part of that group, but it's okay, because as you listen to me, you'll become more self-aware. Okay. So as I'm going to be talking for like 10 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on who pops up in here. I don't have a lot of people in this group, but eventually it will grow and grow exponentially. It will grow and grow. It will multiply. So I put the message out there that today's topic will be about something today. And as you already know, my past video, I was just on there talking about habits and expressions. But of course, in these videos, I am going to be checking your grammar. Or you can listen to the topic that I'm about to talk about. Okay, here we go. I just got up and I'm making a video. Like about 5 o'clock, I'm going to go play basketball. Saturdays and Sundays, I don't have my daughters. I don't even talk to my wife. I don't even talk to my daughters on Saturdays and Sundays. I don't talk to nobody except y'all guys. I make my videos, I play my games, I play my basketball, I grill out, I basically do my barbecuing. I don't have time. Because we all live less than 100 years old. Okay? We all live less than 100 years old. When I do these let's talk, let's text, let's write meetings like this live, you better show up and you better pay attention, y'all guys. I have tough love. I may seem arrogant, but I'm not arrogant. You know, there's a difference between pride and being arrogant. Arrogant is full of oneself. I'm better than you. I am better than you. No. If a person does that all of the time, if a person boasts one time about themselves, they are not arrogant. They got to constantly do it. They have to constantly do it, like the one who washed his hands, a Caesar, Julius Caesar, okay? One of the dictators of Roman Greek. Okay, he's the one who didn't kill Jesus. You remember Jesus was pulled. They pulled Jesus and they brought him in front of him, and then they say he washed his hands because he's not a political person when it comes to mental illness. Okay, everyone has some sort of mental illness, but we will talk about something today. Okay, I got things to talk about. This is why I say to y'all guys, write down things. Give me some things to discuss. Other groups don't have not one candle to me, okay? So if you're watching me, we are going to learn about paragraph phrases. If you pop up in here, I'll say hello to you. I may not receive your message until like 10 seconds later or 40 seconds later. But today's topic will be about something other than education of English. By listening to a Native American speaker, you will understand how to speak appropriately. We're not going to be talking about the technicalities of English. We're going to talk about the expressions, the slurs, the new words that's out there, keeping up with the Joneses, with the culture of America, which is the greatest in the world, which everybody has to say. They have to say that. So let's make some mental notes here. When you're writing a sentence, okay, after a period, this is punctuation, okay? Punctuality, okay? I'm going to call it punctuality. I know sometimes I may say some words wrong, but you understand what I mean. When people hear the word punctuality, they either thinking about you got to be on time. That's the period right there. You better be exactly on point. You got to pause at the end of your sentences and commas, or stop at a period for a little longer. Now, let me give you some notes here. So I'm going to talk like 10 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on who's popped up in here. And I know what time it is in Bangladesh. I know it's 10 hours. It's probably like 3 a.m. And I know most of you are sleeping. So you can write down your comments, and I'll check it. Okay? And I'll give you a thumbs down if it's wrong, and I'll give you the correct sentence structure. Okay? Don't write too long. Don't write too many things. Write one sentence at a time. Write one word at a time. All right? I told you I have tough love. I am a disciplinary teacher. I have animation with my face. I am not a monotone white boy, white cracker, you want to call it, okay? White cracker means Caucasian, okay? You know, they are on the higher level frequency of being a monotone, boring teacher, okay? I am not a boring teacher. Okay, let's begin here. So if you got anything to write it down, and I'll correct you as we speak. Okay, so let's begin with some notes here, and also a little topic for today of what is IQ. Okay, when I write these lessons again, it will be about less talk, less write, less text. That's when you write down something, and I will correct your sentence. All right, let's begin. When you're writing a sentence, after a period, always capitalize the first letter after the period. Okay, I will be repeating myself time and time again. That is what education is about. That is what English is about, to repeat yourself. Oh, you talked about that before. But I will talk about a certain topic. I'll talk about a subject, what's going on in America. Okay, what is IQ? I will talk about, okay, what is an attitude number for numerology? What is an attitude number for numerology? Do you know what numerology is? Okay, because I know some people will be interested in that. If I'm talking too fast, say you're talking too fast. Can you slow down, please? Okay, let's continue on here. Okay, so after a period, always space, and always the first letter you capitalize. Okay? If you write a comma, hello to you brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome, welcome, welcome. See, I paused. Of light and dark. You can either have a period there or a comma. But usually after, when you make a comma, it's usually an and that go after it. Because, belief, because of something, why of something. Okay, you know, usually it's like, why I believe in this is because, you say, why I believe in this. Okay, that's a question mark. Is because I love you. Okay, you can put a comma. Whatever you pause at is where a comma belongs. Most of the time that is correct. But there's some teachers out there who are going to be so technical and say, oh no, after a comma usually comes or, and, because, when. Okay, but, you know, nobody really pay attention to that, okay, in America. All right, no one is 100% accurate. So let's continue on down here. During the pause, you put a comma. During a stop, when you say your sentences, you put a period. When you are writing in sentence structuring, you put those things there, and you make the appropriate spaces. Okay, put a period and speak with stoppage or pauses. At the end of your sentence, in between your sentences, is usually a comma. In between your sentences, the comma. Okay, don't create long-winded sentences. Okay, it's unattractive. When you write a sentence, try to keep it short and precise. Okay, short and precise. Thank you very much for all of your love and your attention. Thank you for encouraging me, because I told you before, I make this group particularly for me, because I got kicked off of 2 groups and I'm furious. See how the way I spoke that? Correctly. How you been, Harris Khan? I know your time is different out there. I apologize. But sometimes I'll be doing live streams, live feeds like this, so we can understand one another's texting, writing, okay, and our punctualities, okay, punctuation, okay, pronunciation, okay, okay. Like I said before, no one is perfect in America. But to understand American culture, you must listen to a native American speaker, which is myself. I'm not being arrogant. I just have a sense of confidence to teach you tough love English. Okay? And you like to smile, right? Now, there you go. I'm dynamic, so I'm not one of them professional teachers. Okay, Harris? So if you have anything to say, such as slow down, I will. Okay. I'm talking about sentence structure. I'm going to talk also about numerology and the attitude number. The life path number, if you don't know about numerology, is pretty interesting. I used to be a zodiac reader in my past. I used to be a natal palm reader for astrology. I'm into the mystical side. I like the stones, obsidian, lapis lazuli, okay? These things you do not know. You get educated when you listen to me about different things and different topics. Write something down. I will correct you if it's correct. Okay, and abbreviations too. Okay, now, here we go. When you make a paragraphs are created by 3 to 4 sentences. You don't want to write a whole bunch of sentences in one block. Nobody would really want to see that. It's not appeasing or pleasing to the eyes. When you write like 20 sentences with no spaces, okay, no abbreviations, no punctuations, none of that stuff is there, okay? It's just not there, okay? All right. So write 3 to 4 sentences, then make a space, tab. Okay, this is basic writing fundamentals I learned in class, okay? And I can't forget it because I don't want to read everything straight down. My eyes tend to it starts to bleed. My eyes start to bleed, you guys. When I see a whole paragraph full of thin sentences, I'm like, I can't make out anything, okay? Because it's all blocked, okay? But anyway, let's see, okay? Make a paragraph after 3 to 4 sentences. Make your sentences brief and short and to the point. Notice how I pause at the end of my sentences so I can be interacted with. If you interject something or add something, you can try cut in there. Okay? Like, hey, excuse me, wait, I want to say something. Then I say, okay, what would you like to say? Because I'm not long-winded. It's good to have good repertoire with your companion. You do not want to be long-winded. Long-winded means you talk too much. You need to give the other person a chance to talk. That is good. It's called critical thinking, communicative skills. Critical thinking, communication skills. Now, you can talk for like 30 seconds. But after the 30 seconds of talking, people tend to forget what you're talking about. So that's why you write things down. You talk more than a minute, everything's not going to be consumed and memorized. Everything's not going to be remembered, dog. Okay, you know what dog means? Like, yo, what's up, brother? You're my brother, man. What's up, sister? You know, it could be a sister or a brother. What's up, sister? Okay, you say dog, you're talking to a male. But you can say that to both male and female. Okay, when you say sister, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying here? It's Italian, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's continue on here. Okay, let's go again. Let's continue on there. I said all those things, okay, to make a paragraph after 3 to 4 sentences so it can be easily read. And when you're speaking English, make sure you make your pauses correctly. And at an end of your sentence, stop for just a little longer than a pause. A pause is like a half a second. And a period is like a whole full second. Okay, now, let's continue on out here. What is IQ? I wanted to talk about that in my last video, but I'm going to talk about this because I talk about at least one subject. I talk about one subject or two. IQ is usually institutionalized questioning. Okay, it's not your ID. It doesn't talk about who you are as your I, your id. Okay, please understand IQ is institutionalized questioning. So if you go to a school, they look at IQ points. You're being institutionalized questioned. Do you understand? Institutionalized questioning is folly because everyone has their own thing they wish to teach. I believe the higher your IQ level is, the more knowledge you have in life, not just on one particular subject. So you may know more than me in 4 languages. But do you know more than me when it comes to certain politics in America? Do you know more than me when it comes to fixing and repairing a car? Do you know more than me when I play the various different video games with meticulous settings set in the game itself? Beyond that meticulous settings is how you survive in the game. When you set your character the correct way, you will live. If you set your character the wrong way in a game, you will die, or you will have a harder time. Most of you guys who are in foreign lands do not have gaming consoles, but you may have a computer or a laptop to play these types of games. Many games are more on a logical base, and most women do not play those games. Games help with your coordination. Games help you with your memorization. It helps you with your spatial and special different type of abilities to pay attention and to do things. It increases your reflexes. Increases. You can learn reflexes just by watching people. Yes, you can. You can learn a lot of things in institutions without going to institutions. Lots of institutions are dated. They need to be updated. That's why it's wiser to go to a person who's older than a person who is newer, unless they have new technology past the old technology. Now, okay, so IQ is not about IQ points and institutionalized questioning techniques. It's about how, to me, the smarter you are, the more renaissance to get into many different intellectual properties and sciences. Just a little bit of each thing helps you increase your IQ. That is my opinion of what IQ points are. Not just one thing like applied math sciences or calculus or trigonometry or C++. Yeah, you may know those things, but I still know more knowledge than you. I know more about women than you. See, there's more things that I know about you. So why waste your life on one topic? Now let's talk about numerology here. Okay, let me see. How many things okay, I'll talk about that another time. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's see, okay. Okay, here we go. Numerology was something created by Pythagoras. He was a Greek mathematician. And he created a number system from 1 to 9. When he created the number 0, they say they hung his ass because they thought he was dealing with fucking witchcraft. When you're creative, everybody's creative enough to do their own education. And so when he created 0 and he got cut for it, he got done for it. You got done for it. That means you got killed. Okay? Because he was a wise man, just like Socrates. The Greek philosopher Socrates always said, questioning people and asking questions is the wisest thing to do on the planet. Heraclitus, another Greek philosopher, says everything is everything. Fire is water. Fire is air. But he's talking on a scientific basis, okay? An abstract basis. All right? So numerology goes like this. All the numbers represent something. 1 through 9. The number 0 represents the universe. Okay? The number 0 represents the universe. Human beings created computers through zeros and ones. Think about that. You can create your own education? Think about the plethora of knowledge you have in your own mind to create your own educational system. So, the numbers are going like this. They only go from 1 through 9. 1 represents self. Selfish individual, or it could be a humanitarian. Maybe, but it's not likely. Number 1 is not a humanitarian. It means focused on the self. Think about a business person. Okay? Number 2 means love. You need love. 2 of a couple. 3 is a crowd. And that's what I'm going on to now. Number 3 is basically people and friends. Okay? Number 4 means you're a teacher. 4. Okay? And of course, number 5 means you're balanced. But you have chaos too. Balance and peace and love. And also luckiness too. Right in the middle. Number 6 is basically motherly love. Motherly love. Okay? You're taking care of something. That's my attitude number. My life path number is a 9. So I'm more evolved than most people, okay? My life path number is a 9 and my attitude is a 6. If your attitude and your life path number is incompatible with one another, you will have some problems in life. Number 7 is who am I? Number 8 is basically, you are prosperitous. You are in prosperity. You love money, but you have no spiritual security. Okay? And then the last one is number 9, which is me, the most evolved. But the problem with me being a 9, you suffer because there's too many infidels and people who are not evolved enough to understand your humanitarian, empathic structure. Your build is different. You gotta watch people. You'll get stabbed in the back when you're 9 because you're a kind, noble individual. Jesus types. Okay? Very wise individuals. No one can be a 0. Remember this. 0 is a special. Like, if you add up your numbers and you get a 10, that 10 means there's something with the universe that's connected to that 1. Okay? Same thing with 90. If you got 90 somehow, the 0 is connected to the 9. Okay? And there's something with the universe. Something's coming towards your way. So, this is how you do it. You add the numbers individually. You do not add the zeros. So, if you was born and June 1st, 1990, you take out the 0 because you don't need 0 in the equation. You separate the numbers and you add them all together. June 1st. So 6 plus 1 equals 7. 7 plus 1. Okay, and so on. And when you get the equation, it should equal up 2 digits. If it's basically 8, 9, 7, 1 through 9, then that's you stop at. If it's 2 digits, you separate the 2 digits and you add again until you get 1 digit, which is 1 through 9. If you do not understand what I mean, write it down. I'm not going to write it down here. You must be able to pay attention to a Native American speakers as intelligent as I am. And if you do meet other individuals who are intelligent, great. But they may not be as dynamic and charming as myself. But of course, so the attitude number, the life path number is all the digits. Okay, all of the birthday, the month, the day, and the year. But the attitude is added up through the month and the day. Wow. Okay? The month and the day is added. And so you have 2 separate numbers. All of the digits of your birth date and only the month and the day is added to get your attitude number. To get your attitude number is the month and the day. Pay attention. Now you take those 2 numbers and look at them. Your life path is more important than your attitude. Your attitude is what other thing you're going about in life. What added addition. How do you look out your aspects of what you see in life? Your life path is who you are. Okay? Everything revolves around the life path. So these are compatible numbers here. And then I will be getting out of here. Okay? I'll repeat it if it's necessary. Because lots of people love numerology over astrology. Astrology can be very confusing if you're doing it in the natal chart readings. But it's really not that complex. Okay, because you need to take a test in order to figure out what your true, your true astrology thing is. Because I stopped getting into astrology a long time ago because sometimes people can be arising in Virgo. And some people can be arising in fucking Taurus. And that makes things more confusing. Alright? So it's easier to do the numbers. So, the compatible numbers are 3s, 6s, and 9s, which are most evolved and full of people. Okay, and they're always taking care of individuals. See all 3 of them? Then it's the 1s, 5s, and 7s. 1s, 5s, and 7s. Focus on the self. Number 5 is focus on luckiness. Okay, and basically chaos. Just focus on the self. And number 7, that you don't even know who you are. Individualism. I label it differently. 1s, 5s, and 7. 2, 4s, and 8s, you need love. You can teach other people about being lonely. Number 4 is teaching. You're teaching. Okay? It could be an education on how to find a relationship. 2s. 2 is a couple, 3 is a crowd. And number 8 means that you make money from teaching. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get some money. You can join me, okay? I've made a Patreon in there. Okay, so you can pay me $3 a month. So if you basically pay and I see you and you're from Bangladesh, I will be your personal teacher. But if you do not pay me, you might as well stick to this group. Okay, because everything is free here. It's two ways. Getting all my attention versus just the public format, which is here. You can still learn here if you don't have the money. But if you're generous, it can help out a big deal. All right. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. Okay, I guess I was talking for 25 minutes. Thank you very much, Harris Khan, for watching. And also others that may not have popped up on the bottom of this screen, because I can see who's actually watching. This will be posted on the YouTube. My YouTube channel is Martheus Knowledge 4, which will be the last Martheus Knowledge, because I want to do something different. And Martheus Knowledge, the first one, I'm in Ethiopia. The Martheus Knowledge, the second one, it's mostly my family. Martheus Knowledge 3 is about therapy. I really started therapy sessions in Martheus Knowledge 3. I talk about many different subjects and many different topics. Topics that most people do not talk about. And also, I want you to understand that I have schizophrenia. Okay, so I'm not mentally ill, but that's how the white man dubs people who they don't understand. And of course, I work for the government, so they pay me for my mental illness. Okay, so I won't kill all of you. Okay? Love and peace to all of you. Please understand what I mentioned. Please rewatch this video if you need to be. Don't make assumptions. Ask questions. Write a sentence down. Write a word down you don't understand. Write it down. Send it to me and I'll check it. I have 2 daughters and I get quite busy. Okay? I love you all, but I hate the many of you, as I usually say, because most people are technically idiots. You better listen to the wise one, which is me. Jesus types. I don't have sins in my past, dog. But you know what? Love you all. Despise the many of you, okay, who basically are bad people. There's more bad people in the world. Okay, what do I mean by bad person? What do I mean by a bad person? How you been, Kim? How you been? How you been? What's going on with you? Much love to you too. I was just about to hang up, man. I was just about to hang up. My definition, okay, of a bad person. Hello to you, Kim. My person of a bad person is someone who has been bamboozled by the media. You are not really self-aware. That means you are capable of doing bad things because you do not know thyself. Okay? You do not know thyself, so you are corruptible. I am not corruptible. Okay? Because I don't like being around people that much. I'm an empath, so I can feel emotions and shit, and it bothers me because they call it a mental illness. But then I can't, it breaks me down when I feel people who are in great pain and suffering, but all they need to do is put themselves in isolation. Isolation is the truest freedom in the world because you can think on your own. When you're behind bars, which I was in the past, okay, you are freest. I think in reverse psychology. When you lose the body, you are no longer contained. But imagine all of the things you can think about freely in your mind. Your mind is the doorway to freedom. The body is already contained. So true freedom is not existing in this plane. So, how have you been, Kim? When I make these videos, okay, please understand that if I write down, let's talk, let's chat, let's write, let's text. When I do these videos in my Pacific group, which will only be in my group, okay, then you can write sentences down. And I will correct you on your punctuality, okay? Punctuality actually means, okay, you're on time, okay? Okay, punctuation is basically periods and sentences and quotations and shit. I know it when I see it, okay? I'm not perfect in English, like I said time and time again. I always got something to talk about, okay? I am not perfect in English. But if you ever do talk to someone who's perfect in English, it will take a longer time to learn from them. Because I teach shortcuts. I also talk about different topics. So you can understand that I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. I got plenty of videos, more than any individual on the YouTube, who's talking to you in the native tongue with a dynamic personality. It means that I go up and I go down. I just do not stick on education for the English language. Okay? So if you want to come in here and you do listen to me and you find me, the universe has brought you to me. If you're in this group and you lose your face picture for some reason and you're not active, you will be deleted. You can share this to a group if you want. I put all of the information in my description so you can read and follow. And if you're in Bangladesh, you know how you can pay. If you're in Iraq, you know how to pay. Because a Patreon is in there. My PayPal is in there. My Cash App is in there. It's good to have personal accounts these days. Okay? I give donations for a good, noble deed. So when people pay me, I have to basically pay you guys. Because you need equipment. I need equipment. From a noble gesture, I am your friend. From a noble gesture, I am also your enemy if you try to do magic behind my back to try to hurt me. Talk negative about me and you don't even know me. I told you I have no sins in my past. There are plenty of people like Jesus in this world, like Allah in this world, who have no sins, who have magical abilities. But of course, if you have been brought to this video and these live fat chat feeds, thank you for coming, okay? And I know your time is late. And I know my time is, right now, it's kind of, what time is it now? It is about 6 a.m. Okay, let me see. No, it's about 5:58. Is it 5:58? It's 5:58. I gotta go outside. You know, after about, when I get off of here, I gotta go play basketball. Okay? Let me see. I replied to your text. Kim wrote, because Kim is a teacher in Vietnam. She's an excellent teacher. She teaches elementary. I think it's high schoolers. Okay, they're not usually old. They're not older than 14 years old. Okay, there. But she teaches. I replied to your text on your messenger group. Don't worry, Mandel. I will make it clear. Well, I can't get into them groups anymore. I can't get into Let's Learn English Language. I can't get into that group, and I can't get into Learn English Today group. Maybe it was Syed, maybe it was you, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I cannot no longer see the groups at all. That means one of the administrators blocked me, okay? And so when you write those marks, okay, Kim, you said I replied to your text on your messenger group. You don't have to capitalize the messenger. And the fading marks is only when you want to say something else. So always just put a period. Yeah, don't put the fading marks. That means you want to say something else, like etc., etc. Okay, you can put fading marks. Okay, don't worry, Mendel. Okay, you don't need to keep putting fading marks. Okay, I will make it clear. Thank you very much. But I got to get out of here. In this video, I talked about numerology, the attitude number. I talked about how to use your punctuations. I usually say punctualities, okay? To me, it's like when people say, it depends on how you use it. Even if you use the wrong word sometimes, you better use your punctuality correctly. Even though that may be incorrect, they know what I'm talking about. Your punctuation, okay? Sometimes some words fit right into an improper sentence, okay? So that's how complex it is. But it's really not complex. You just got to get used to American talk, to native tongue. That's all. And when I make these videos again, it's about writing your information. I'm going to correct you, okay? Also, when you say I'm, okay, it's really like I'm, and hyphenated, I think it is a hyphen, I forgot what it was, AM, okay? I'm here. That's a shortcut for writing, okay? I'm, okay? There's a lot of shortcuts in English. But of course, anything else you want to say before I get out of here? Because I've been in this house for quite some time. And I did not know what my time was. And I'm like, yo, time is fucking flying, man. I'm thinking that it's 6 in the morning. Is it 6 in the morning? Is it my dream or something today? Okay, I know I went to bed kind of early. Okay, let me see. It is 6 p.m. Holy shit. Okay, I went to bed kind of late. But you know why I went to bed kind of late? Because I lost my hat. I was trying to find my hat. I said, what the fuck? How the fuck did I lose my goddamn Scully cap? Okay, so I really appreciate your enthusiastic enthusiasm. Okay, thank you very much. I very much appreciate you telling me the truth and being honest with me. Okay, because people are not honest. Okay, thank you very much for being there for me. Is there anything else you would like to say? I was talking for like roughly 35 minutes, and I'll wait for like about 5 more minutes because I still think it's hot out there. I can't go outside when it's like above 90 something degrees. I cannot go outside if it's like above 90, 92 degrees Fahrenheit, because you can get a stroke. Okay, because I had one in the past and I thought it was a TIA, but really, when you have a heat stroke, right, it kills thousands of people every day, especially the elderly and children. You know, the liver creates blood clots. And I thought it was me going to a restaurant named Arby's in this country. And Arby's have the meats. Okay? And so I kept going in. I kept getting this steakhouse. What is it called? A brisket? It was a brisket. Okay? And I kept eating that bitch every fucking other day. High in calorie intake. High in cholesterol intake. Okay? LDL levels is skyrocketing. And then I just almost passed out. Half of my face was stroke symptoms. Okay, you can have stroke symptoms in a heat stroke. Yes, you can. But I don't really eat fatty foods until that year. And I never had one ever since. When you start feeling numbness on your bodies, that means your circulation is not well. Or you could be laying on your arm. You could be laying a certain way, which is cutting off restriction of blood flow. Depends on your diet. You got to watch your diet. I eat a very healthy, balanced diet. More healthy than the bad foods that I eat. So I eat everything. Because everyone's poison regardless of which way you look at it. The water could be poison. Okay, you don't know it. The food is poison. Okay, I don't eat that much. Okay, it's good to have a six-pack. You know, you watch your six-pack. You work out. Okay. And basically you'll be more healthy. You live longer. Your sex libido goes up. Your skin will always be shiny. I know I may look old here, but when I cut all this off and this beard, I look like I'm 25 to 30 years old. Because I keep myself fit every day. You must get plenty of rest. You can't eat a lot of food and thinking that you don't even understand your body. You don't even understand your body. And you just gonna not care about your body? That's a bad person to me. Someone who don't know thyself. Because they can do anything to switch up on you. Okay? But anyway, I talked about how you can use your punctuations, your periods, your commas, how to write paragraphs in this video. I talked about it. We cannot do video chat in these groups. We cannot do video chats in these live feeds because it's not evolved. Facebook has not fixed the feedback loop problem. Okay, because it will be an audio loop for some reason. I don't know why Facebook is going. Even in America, I talked to a couple people who are on live chat, and you bring them in the video. If I bring you in this video, then most likely it will be an audio problem. Okay, and I don't like it. But other than that, you can write down your words, and I will basically correct you, and we can talk about anything you would like. Other than that, I'm about to get something to eat, and y'all have a good day. I made my video. I did start my video at 6 o'clock, and I didn't see too many people pop up in there. Maybe because I'm a Native American speaker with personality and charm. I'm motivated. I'm enthused. I'm enthused to teach because I have 2 daughters. And when you have 2 daughters, you got to teach the kids. Right? Right. So all of you are like little children to me. I am also a child to the gods. So if a God comes down out of the clouds, what kind of fear should I have? That God understands me. That God is more intelligent than me. You do not need to fear a God. Just have respect for yourself, the earth, and other people. Okay? Now, some people need to be eradicated. So, I'm being honest and realistic. There are some people who overpopulate, who don't care. They need to be eradicated. They're lazy. They're a parasite. This is why the COVID. Earth don't care about your color creed. It's going to spew off poisons and bacteria in the air. The earth has its own self-mechanism. Just like every one of you should have a self-mechanism. Be balanced upon the earth. Don't overpopulate. Don't do sinful things such as gluttony, greed, okay? Envy, okay? Jealousy, narcissism. These things that most people have. And most people, to me, are bad people. Okay? Alright. So since you're not saying anything else, I'm going to be getting out of here. Thank you very much, Kim, for joining in here. Harris Khan, thank you for joining up in here. And peace and love to you all. This will be posted on YouTube. Please rewatch if you need to learn something. You can also write after it's posted. Peace. And thank you.